against this Michigan defense. The touchdown they scored was on their first drive of the game. Ellaby has knocked away by Hutchinson.
Hutchinson at the bottom of the screen. This is the downside to running some RPOs. Okay, if the quarterback pulls it to go throw, this is going to be a bad situation. If your offensive lineman, your right tackle whiffs, and 97 becomes essentially unblocked.
Transfer from Northwest Missouri State, just brought into the program this year. Parker Sampson from 40 yards out, and that's deflected at the line and blocked.
Four-man rush. They still pressure Morris, and Hutchinson takes him down. What a half for Aidan Hutchinson. Jim just run right through Jackson Kirkland. Again, that's an all Pac-12 offensive tackle. He was looking in the direction of Aidan, and now he's looking at the turf in the arms of Aidan Hutchinson again. Jalen Harrell that just was right with him, didn't leave him, and that enabled the Michigan pass rush to get to Dylan Moore.
And they're going to be 0 of 7. They say he busted his butt in the offseason, changed his body. Mekhi Hill-Green, he earned the right to start this year, they said. And Rocky Lombardi goes down.
They have stars at all three levels, and that is making this defense very formidable. Nothing doing for Pacheco. Drop for no gain. They're a little confused. They might call. Oh, they're trying to act like they're confused. They confuse themselves. Vedral scooped the ball up, and he goes down short of the line to make. Actually, Pacheco picked it up. During his first stint as the Rutgers coach, he always felt that Rutgers belonged in the Big Ten. Nice play by Aidan Hutchinson taking down Vedral. He can't play games with this guy. You're not going to get outside of him. You got to make a quicker decision because you just played right into his hands. The bootleg to his side is not a...
Mertz 3 for 3 for 31 yards on this drive. And hand it off. I tell you, look at what Graham Mertz is going through.
Ramir Johnson straight ahead. He ran into Aidan Hutchinson.
When you look at number 97, you say, hey, go try to get to that quarterback, big fella.
Third down and 8. Helinski in the pocket. Helinski, 97 gets him.
And watch the power from Hutchinson. He goes right into the chest and then just starts driving him back. A little bit of a rip through with that right arm as he gets to the quarterback, and a host of Wolverines getting there. But there's the power. Boy, I tell you what, that's what they call transferring speed.
Richardson fumbles the snap, and the Wolverines jump on it. And Michigan says they have the football. And they do. Aidan Hutchinson comes out with it. What a game he's had.
The center, number 52, and the new quarterback, it looked like that ball was fine as far as the snap goes, but Carl Richardson unable to corral it. It hits the ground. Michigan's going to get the stop regardless. They ended up recovering this fumble anyways. Richardson threw for over 7,000 pass yards. Lose the back out of the backfield. They did it there, and he's able to move the chains.
First down, play fake. Thorne sets up deep, steps up in the pocket, and is sacked. Aidan Hutchinson, and there's a flag on the play.
I didn't see that, but Spartans get a huge break.
Kenneth Walker. On third down and forever, Hutchinson with the tackle.
Only a three-point game. They go back to the nation's leading rusher.
2nd and 2, play action. Thorne in trouble, and a sack by Aidan Hutchinson. His second sack of the game.
Stars have shown up and played so well. This one, Aidan Hutchinson, he reads this perfectly. He's right in the face of Thorne. Doesn't leave his feet when Thorne gives a little bit of a pump, and then he's able to get the sack and create a long yardage third down situation.
For the Nittany Lions, then Clifford's 57. He's in trouble. Greeted already by Aidan Hutchinson. Managed to get it off. Just threw it away.
Hutchinson just beats the left tackle, Rasheed Walker, right there quick. Clifford's trying to get a three-step game.
2 third and longs converted, and then the fake punt on 4th and 6. Clifford down for the 3rd time.
Lovett brings his eyes to him. That's his responsibility. Little ball fake. You got your eyes on the backer right there. And instead you go to help Aidan Hutchinson, and that's how that linebacker becomes unblocked for that huge sack. completely miscommunication.
So Mike Yursich, the coordinator in the background. Here comes Hutchinson. He knocks the ball free. And it looks like Penn State got it back at the 35-yard line.
Watch Hutchinson come around the edge right here. Talking with Sean Clifford, how are you going to handle these defensive ends? And he said, I just got to play. This is one of those moments, third down.
He's been at some of the best programs in the history of college football. He was at Texas last year and Ohio State the year before that. He had a 6-year run at Oklahoma State, and his quarterback's down again.
Just going to get one-on-ones on the outside. And Clifford's got no room to work. They're trying to take their shot downfield to Jahan Dotson. They just need a second.
Third down at 5. They swing it out. There's Fleet Davis. Now he's not going to get there. 21-3. As Maryland sputtering here, no gain for McDonald. They hand it off. It's Penny Boone, and Penny Boone is going nowhere. Aidan Hutchinson shot through and dropped him. 20-yard run last time. Maryland with 4 plays of 20 or more this quarter, so the offense has really picked up.
C.J. Stout steps up in the pocket and goes down. Michigan gets pressure. Guess who? Aidan Hutchinson. Sack number 11, which leads the Big Ten.
Here's Hutchinson at the top of your screen, and watch as he's going to work up and then back under on the big tackle, DeJuan Jones, and he gets home.
C.J. Stout steps up in pressure and goes down again. Aidan Hutchinson with the second sack of the day.
Watch as Ajabo is the first man there. This is the pressure I was talking about. You've got to get Stroud off rhythm. He wants to throw it there. He's got to step up. Now he's got to go to his right. And that's when Hutchinson can come off of his block and go and get the sack.
Stroud again on the play action fake. Steps up, sacked again. Aidan Hutchinson. That's his third. This kid is unreal. First down, Notre Dame. At their own 21. Delayed handoff. Williams will get back to the line of scrimmage. Jack Sanborn. SEC played Notre Dame in November in South Bend, as opposed to always playing games in 50-degree or better. McNamara. Underneath. Caught by the tight end, Eric Alt. Not enough for a first down. Mike McDonald, the defensive coordinator for the Wolverines. And I'll tell you what, he's done a terrific job so far this season.
Probably will be a lot of Ches Malusi and Braylon Allen, who we've seen. Maybe some Jalen Berger. Chenal carried actually a couple of times as well for Wisconsin on that 18-play drive as Isaiah Williams ran out of a tackle. Man,
it's not a big deal. This is something that should be picked up, right? And so Kramer can't get back inside, and Chenal does a nice job. Picks the guy and then comes back, and it's exactly how you should draw it up. Remember I spoke about they do all the little things right?
Even had the selfie animation in there. That's incredible. Attention to detail.
And look at this, just blowing it up in the backfield. Well, you saw Chenal on offense. This is Chenal on defense. Chenal number 5, Leo, getting in there for the tackle for loss.
Yeah, he's been aligning right in that gap. Army does wide splits. He just shoots it, tries to take the ball away. And Tyler, fortunate to hold on to that one.
Fresh set of downs, but still only at the 20. Clock down to 3 minutes, and the ball is free. Diving on it, Keanu Benton, Wisconsin football.
You see Chenal right there, penetrating again, gets up off the turf, and delivers the hit on Jabari Laws. And big Keanu Benton.
The previous play is under further review. The ruling on the field was a fumble recovered by the defense.
Sanborn, same thing.
Saw Purdue very good this year on 3rd down. Not here. A couple get through. It's Leo Chenal. You also had Jack Sanborn.
You can see them right in here. And so both of them, they're going to take an A-gap blitz, right? So the one comes clean, the other one just runs past the back. These guys Look, I said it and I mean it. They are the best linebacking crew in all of college football.
Hicks making his 35th career start today for the senior. Play action, here comes pressure, and look who it is. Leo Chenal impacting the game again.
Sometimes they come and don't show it. This time he just came untouched, kind of like a delay blitz. Most likely he had coverage on the back. If he stays in, you come. If he releases.
Got points in this game, 3rd and 18. O'Connell goes underneath to the tight end Durham. Nice hurdle, but not going to get him anywhere near the line to gain. A chuckle when he told us that yesterday in the meetings. Oh, a little flea flicker. But Chenal gets in to drop Aidan O'Connell again.
And he didn't stop, right? He just kept on coming. Giroux goes inside to block Sanborn. Chenal comes. So 1st and 25. That doesn't mean the middle of the field's out.
Backs him up a fair amount, and this thing's going nowhere. Leo Chenal. So David Bell now at 42 catches on the season, 4 here today. There's the option again. Boy, Plummer just gets popped.
So watch Herbig, 19, right? He's not going to let anybody go to the outside. So Chenal goes from inside out and then comes back inside to make that play.
136 for an average, 19 today on 4 catches. O'Connell pressure, another sack. It's Chenal again. He's got 3.5.
2 days ago. Yeah, he comes unblocked, so he better make the play. Kind of a delay blitz, a nice job of running a stunt to the inside, and they just don't have the blockers to get him.
That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he's calling me friend there.
That's a sack to start off the drive for Iowa.
It's the confusing part, though. They're going to blitz Chenal and then drop Burks. Inside linebacker goes. Burks drops, and then you got 2 offensive line.
Colts, how about his last game? Ooh. Big game against the Jets. 172 rushing. And boy, is this defense getting lathered up. Leo Chenal. A loss of 2 on the play.
Really enjoyed watching Leo Chenal this whole week. He runs around so well, and you're like, oh, what is he, about 235 pounds? No, he's 260, okay? And he just flies around with the ball, stout at the point of contact, but again, can just shut down plays.
Jacob Gill goes in motion. They're going to hand off to Hull. Cuts it up. Not a lot there. What is it about the red zone for Northwestern this year where they get so tight? Yeah, he has been held to 21 yards rushing today on 12 carries. Marty looking to throw here on 2nd down and 8. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked at the logo at the middle of the field.
And it was an interior blitz. Chenal comes in the A gap, okay, off to the quarterback's right side, but then just keeps fighting, right? Just be relentless. I mean, Leo Chenal, just such an impressive guy. We've talked about it.
Pickup of 17, 1st down and goal from inside the 5-yard line. Here's Step getting the carry, nowhere to go.
But we'll see. They rattled you, man. Yeah. Hawkeyes serving. He's still trying to get out of there.
That kid is never going to give up.
Ford goes in motion. And in trouble and sacked on the blitz by Chenal is Tanner Morgan.
5 and 57, man. They're coming with heat. Watch the inside game here. There's 5. There's 57. Watch them twist on the game. Inside game, try to sort it out. It's so tough to do.
Iowa rushes 4, pass through the hands and intercepted. Matthews couldn't haul it in, and it turns into a pick 6. Riley Moss.
Well, Penix gets rid of the football off the hands and right into the grips of Riley Moss, who takes it all the way back. Matthews has got to make that catch. Moss, opportunistic, going into the end zone. And you think that this crowd here at Kinnick Stadium is fired up.
These 2 teams top 3 in the Big Ten in turnover margin last year. And there's another pick by Riley Moss. Are you kidding me? 2 pick sixes for number 33.
Watch Riley Moss right here at the bottom of your screen. He's playing off coverage. He does not even move. He's expecting this route. Boom! Puts his foot in the ground, jumps it. And 2 pick sixes in week 1. That's quite a start to the season.
Right on their season average, Anthony, of about 21 seconds per play, almost 27 for Iowa. And this felt like a lot faster than 21 seconds, but it didn't go very far. Riley Moss with a tackle of Xavier Williams.
Respect the willingness of these corners from the Hawkeyes to react downhill, get involved in the run phase, come up as short. If this drive goes the way of Penn State.
Bradford. Oh, and a tackle in the backfield, and the ball came out. It is picked up by Moss. Jacobs had the penetration, and it's a recovery by Iowa. What a moment in the game for the Hawkeyes.
4 wides. Tagovailoa lets it fly. It's picked off right at midfield. He didn't see the defender there. And it's Riley Moss. Phil Parker, the longtime defensive coordinator, lives by this. The pressure had a lot to do with it. All right, 35 versus Illinois in 1985. Wow. How about that? It's Van Valkenburg took the runner away, and Riley Moss comes up to polish up on Talia Tagovailoa.
33 Moss and 97 Zach Van Valkenburg. Let me tell you, watch this guy read and react. Go underneath the would-be blocker on the out.
2nd and 5. Play action. Roberson winds up. Intercepted again!
It's the route. Roberson way overthrows this. Moss is there. He's able to pick the ball off.
Riley Moss had 2 pick sixes in the first half of the season opening win over Indiana. He's Iowa's highest rated defender according to Pro Football Focus.
He's got it. Starts out from Jake Moody. And Moody knocks it through.
His career long is 48, 0 for 2 in his career from beyond 50 until now.
That was blasted.
But he didn't need any help from the breeze. This was a bomb. Here's Jake Moody. And that one is good from 32 yards. So Moody already 1 for 1 from 20 yards. And it is good.
And perfect. 13-17 to go, second quarter. Wolverine. Nice draw on that ball, and it's good. 13-3 Wolverines. Takes a 23-10 lead over Wisconsin here in the 4th quarter. 4th and 3, wants the lead, the first points of the game on a field goal by Jake Moody. And he gets it. Moody for a 21-yard field goal. And it's 6-0 Michigan. They thought they were going to be up 10-0. For the tie with 3:05 to go. Nice little baby draw. And we begin anew. Again, no breeze from the left hash. That's where he made his last one. Rock solid again. Michigan leads. And it's good. 10-0.
And they can make a switch like that if needed later in this month as they face Michigan State, Penn State, and eventually Ohio State.
Jake Moody from 44 yards away. And he has been money this year. And he'll get it. 1:18 to go, first quarter. Wolverines on the road. And it's good. 13-7 Michigan. They'll settle for 3. And it's good. Moody, perfect in the first half. And he remains perfect. What a weapon.
Jake Moody's been great. They just like to see a little himself. And he knocks it through to open the scoring. Moody now 19 of 21 this season. He's made both tonight. 34. As his third make of the night.
Can't have the 2-on-1.
Moody, 39-yard attempt. And he splits the uprights.
And it's good. 10-10.
With plenty of leg and true. Penn State scoring on each. And he gets his second field goal of the day. Stout, 3 for 4.
Jordan Stout from 30 yards on the button. Punt by Stout. Jared Wolf. We'll see this bounce past him, and it's tapped down at the 1-yard line. Drew Hartlaub.
That was Drew Hartlaub. That's a great effort. It hung. It did the right bounce. Excellent punt, but better coverage.
Yeah, there's Hartlaub. He had a fumble recovery last year on special teams.
There's Jordan Stout trying a 50-yarder. And that one is good. His 4th career field goal of 50-plus. Now 4 out of 8 from that distance. Everything good about the operation. Snap, hold, and drilled it.
And it's good. 17-3 Penn State. And good. Big field goal for Jordan Stout.
Snap high. Was placed down, and he's got it. So Illinois about to get the ball back with 1:57 to go in the half. And this punt will spin down to about the 6-yard line. Perfectly executed by Jordan Stout. Penn State gets their 3. Got it.
And it is drifting, but he knocked it through.
With 200-plus receiving yards. Stout on for the field goal, and it is good. So it's now a 10-point game. Penn State on top here in the 4th quarter.
Coach Franklin did tell us yesterday. Yeah, here it is. Fake punt. And they complete it for a first down. Coach Franklin said yesterday, Michigan comes after a lot of punts. We said, half joking, it sounds like maybe you might fake a punt then. Michigan didn't come after that punt. They still faked it and completed it.
Look at you calling that one out.
42 yards for Stout. Rafael Cheka is the holder. And that one wobbled its way through. Looked like it might drift right.
Snap, hold, kick. Little baby draw, get in there.
That's the longest field goal in Penn State history, 57 yards. So that's like a pitching wedge for him from 52. With the wind, it is good.
Nice job by the holder spinning that ball. Make sure those laces get out. Stout absolutely pures it.
A huge game in the Big Ten East. They're both underway a little bit later today. A.J. Henning, the return man, ran into some traffic, and the punt is downed inside the 1-yard line. After Henning collided with his own man, couldn't catch it.
Great job by Litton getting down there, having vision on Henning.
This is 31 yards. High snap handled by Rafael Cheka. And Penn State leads again.
Looked like the linebacker 22, Tyreen Powell, with those go-go gadget arms.
Yeah, exactly.
Got those arms up to deflect that pass. Second punt. And a
good one. This is down beautifully inside the 5-yard line.
Now 5 of his first 7 today have gone inside the Rutgers 20. Losses a bit and lets it fly this one. And will be hauled in at the 2-yard line by Keaton Ellis.
Pause. Those guys are streaming, right? Now the ball's in the air. Now you can get under it. And Keaton Ellis does a nice job of tracking it, downing it right there. This is about the, third or fourth time we've had him inside the 10-yard line. Not a good place to start.
He's returned 2 punts for touchdowns this year. Beautiful kick again. Can they down it inside the 5? Lunging effort. Where are they going to mark it? For Jordan Stout continues. Great hustle by Drew Hartloff. Men's team out there for the Spartans. And it is smothered by Jaden Reed. And that should do it.
Quite some time. And off we go from Kinnick Stadium. From 2 yards deep, it'll be Charlie Jones. Jones, a solid start for the Hawkeyes out across the 30-yard line. Charlie Jones, hurdling 1 across the 20. Charlie Jones led the Big Ten in punt return average last year.
From Wheeling Park, West Virginia, at the 20-yard line after the Iowa defense with the first points of the day, the safety. 2-0 Hawkeyes who lead 2-0. Charlie Jones on the return, running left, and a hole opens up. It's a gaping hole. He reaches the edge and is pushed out of bounds.
Career rushing attempt, gets his first career touchdown on the ground. Charlie Jones from his 3. Ahead to the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. That turns this game's momentum around. Charlie Jones will take it from his 4. Got a lot of room. They force him to cut back, though, and he'll be stopped at the 25. For a second there, Spence, that looked like it might go. Stonehouse needs to get a boomer off for his Rams, and he did. He's got Charlie Jones backing up to his 20. Coming to the wide side. There's a block, and it was a good one. And legal. Jones at midfield. Jitterbugs to the 43.
Difference right there.
Here it is. Guess who made it? Goodson. How about that?
You can see that the pressure's coming from inside. You got that ball seated in the inside hand, and he switches it, which is great awareness to avoid the ball coming out of being ajar.
What will be a future NFL star defensive end. Punted away on 4th down. Stonehouse gets a lot of it, and it's taken by Charlie Jones, and look out. Oh, what a nice maneuver there. A little stop on the dime. Offense, and he actually taught Enos that when they were together at Alabama in 2018. But Enos now brings that extra special something with the tight end and the screen game from time to time. Here comes Jones. Wow. Charlie Jones on the return. And he's out past the 40 near the 44-yard line. Signal, yeah, it was just a warning. No reason to throw the little yellow hanky. I think this time a kicker did not want to get targeted.
You don't want to be a kicker. Look at him. He's got his head up, man. Yeah. He just got lifted.
He did.
And we've had a tough time getting consistency. But, man, just to reverse the way you see the game and do it with any modicum of consistency has been pretty impressive.
Look at this. The special teams issues for Maryland continue as Jones is thrown out of bounds. Then at Minnesota and Indiana and Penn State, and as they say, the beat goes on. So.
Well, you never waste an opportunity to improve or get better. Just 20 hours a week with these guys, and so if you can do it in real time in a game, nice open field tackle there on special team.
Jones from the 12. Jones at the 20. Jones, and a flag on the play.
Stout delivers. Jones with the fair catch.
The Hawkeyes just take a knee after the kickoff, or if they try to run the offense here. A line drive right to Charlie Jones. And Jones has passed the 35-yard line, and now they definitely will bring their offense on the field here. Purdue leads by 10. Jones across the 20. Brought down at the 28.
If you're shuffling in quarterbacks, will it affect the starter? And no ill effects whatsoever for number 16.
Here's Jones. And Jones inside the 35, breaks to the perimeter. Inside the 10, and he gets tripped up.
Really good punt and kick returner. See that short area quickness making people miss. Just barely tripped up as he hit the sidelines.
Should be a fun, old-school Big Ten football game. Jack Dunn-Britton. Charlie Jones with a good return as he gets across the 40 out to about the 45-yard line. It's a 44-yard return in the SEC as well. Charlie Jones from the goal line. And this time he is bottled up by the Wisconsin coverage unit.
And it's a good ball by Graham Mertz. It's just a great play by Kerner to get in there for the PBU.
Line drive from Vunovic. Returnable for Charlie Jones. And great field position.
Fraction of a second sooner for the pick.
Vunovic gets away a wobbly spiral. Charlie Jones gets outside. Has some room to the 50-yard line. Into plus territory. Out of bounds at the Wisconsin 40. So it will be one last punt here for the Badgers. Vunovic with a line drive to Charlie Jones. Let's head back to Matt Barry.
A guy that's approaching 14,000 career punting yards. This one short. And here is Jones, and the former Deerfield Warrior has a nice return across the 40-yard line.
First points are the hardest ones to put on the board. And they also know that Iowa defense just won right there, right? They just crushed them, gave them nowhere to go. Kind of like this runner right here on this kickoff.
Jones nowhere to go indeed, brought down near the 12.
If you include every meeting, 115 of them, Minnesota has the edge, 62 to 50 to 2. But Iowa's been on the run recently. And Jones will take it past the 25-yard line. They're going to try to return this. Charlie Jones, one of the best returners in the conference. But he is tripped up just across the 15. Iowa receives to start the third quarter in the 115th meeting between these two programs. Charlie Jones just across the 15 in a one-point ball game. Iowa has won 6 straight in this series and trying to extend their lead.
68 passing yards for Peters. Iowa going to get their first crack, and Jones is going to bring it out. And he takes it across the 20.
Contain him and force Peters to make plays.
Kickoff comes from James McCourt. And once again, Charlie Jones back, taking it in at the goal line, and he'll bring it out. One of the best returners in the Big Ten. The senior's got room over the left side across the 40. Jones might go. Charlie Jones from the goal line, 100-yard touchdown return for Iowa.
Casey Washington feels very, very comfortable that he's going to be able to beat these DBs, and he beat him on that last play.
After that opening touchdown drive, back-to-back 3 and outs for the Illinois offense. And here's the man of the hour, Charlie Jones on the punt return. And he takes it right side. He's got some room stepping out of bounds. Their first points in quite some time. And after the 100-yard kickoff return, this time they squiv it. And Jones will bring it back across the 25-yard line.
That allows them to play with their linebackers on the field no matter what. He's a linebacker safety hybrid. He stops the run, and as you can see, he plays the pass very well.
Charlie Jones on the return for Iowa. Breaks a couple of tackles, and the Hawkeyes will start this drive.
The 3 and out, the fumble, the safety, and now the kickoff and a chance to return it for one of the best return men in the Big Ten, Charlie Jones.